Hi, my name is Carrie. I'm an owner manager for a yoga studio. I give Mindbody 4 out of 5 stars. For more reviews, click below. I use Mindbody for basically everything that runs my business. It's my client relations management software tool. So, first, Mindbody holds the schedule. What all of my customers see in terms of a schedule comes through Mindbody, whether that's on my website or whether that's through the Mindbody apps that they provide. Everything that you see about my business in terms of the scheduling comes through Mindbody. If you're a student or a client or a customer and you want to sign up for those classes, all of the signing up and all of the money and payment goes through Mindbody. So Mindbody really takes the customer through the progression of their whole life cycle. Once a customer signs up for a class, they pay for a class, they receive all of their notifications through Mindbody. Any emailing that they get that follows up about that confirmation or that appointment, they receive emailing through the Mindbody system. Mindbody also, I used Mindbody for so many things for my business. I also used Mindbody for their text messaging. They recently came out with AI Messenger. So all of the communication that I can make with clients between appointments, after appointments, follow up, letting them know what to bring to their yoga class, all of that went through the Mindbody AI Messenger. I also used the Mindbody Marketing Suite. The Marketing Suite was how I sent out all of my emailing campaigns, any of my drip marketing campaigns, every type of marketing that I did to reach students outside of class came through the Mindbody Marketing Suite. Another feature of Mindbody that we used was their app. Mindbody has a really tight network of apps that allow people all over the world to access information about your business. So Mindbody was also how I got a lot of the information just about my amenities, about what I offered to the general public through the use of their apps. Mindbody was also the system that I used to run my payroll reports, any type of sales reporting, anything I basically wanted to know about KPIs or anything about my business statistics came through Mindbody. They have a lot of different reports that you could use in order to find information about who's coming to your classes, when they're coming to your classes, are they attending the classes, which teachers are they attending, basically anything you want to know comes through Mindbody reporting. All of my transactions were done through Mindbody, so every day when I received deposits from my bank account, all of that came through Mindbody. So I would say basically everything I did for my business outside of actually providing services came through Mindbody. What I like most about Mindbody is really how thorough all of their features are. You can do basically everything you need to run your business through Mindbody. Now, it isn't cheap to do through Mindbody, but it is available. And I would say that I found it was easier for me to piece together all of the Mindbody products rather than taking them from other different companies. So I really liked the way that I could keep all of the things I needed to manage my clients through one hub, and that was through Mindbody. I also really liked the reports. The reports were always very thorough. Anytime I had a question about making a change in my business, the first thing I would do would go to Mindbody reporting, and it would tell me anything I needed to know. If I wanted to change the time of a class, well, are people frequenting that time? And Mindbody would tell me all of that. So I really liked the reporting. Another really amazing feature of the Mindbody system, as I mentioned before, are their apps. So Mindbody has an app that is a consumer-driven app. It means that your average user can just go to their app store and download this app. And for every company that, or every fitness, wellness, whatever your niche is, if you're using Mindbody, everyone gets listed on that app. And this app is only available to people who are using the Mindbody system, meaning providers. So as a provider, I was able to list my business on the app, which means that any consumer in the world who had the Mindbody app was able to use the app to find businesses who are also Mindbody users. And the Mindbody app is used by millions of people worldwide. So everybody already has that app. So if you're in your town or you're visiting another town and you wanted to take a yoga class at 3 o'clock, you could go to your Mindbody app. You could find schedules, any locations of places that are offering classes or all kinds of services. If you want your hair cut, if you want a yoga class, if you want a fitness class, if you want a class on dumbbells, they have everything that you could possibly imagine through this app. And that app was also a really big stream of revenue. I would say without that app, our exposure would have been much less. And so that app really allowed us to connect with customers that we might never have been able to connect with just through, let's say, Google or through the web. So basically, that app is a really huge asset to how you can connect with other consumers who are looking for your particular products and services. I would say I had a love-hate relationship with Mindbody. While Mindbody does a lot of amazing things, it also is not an intuitive system. And I would say that is the thing I liked the least about Mindbody, is that it was not intuitive. And here's what I mean by that. There would be times when I would have to make an adjustment on my schedule, or let's say I was changing a price, or the membership needed to change, or something like that. Uh, Generally, for certain features in Mindbody, it's not as simple as clicking a button or checking a box. There might be boxes in multiple places that you need to check. So for instance, if I change the price on a pricing option, I would then have to go into a whole nother area of Mindbody to then also update that price. And if you didn't do it on both places, it wouldn't show up online. So there were often times where I'd be waiting for a long time to try to get hold of a customer service representative to help with what my problem was. And it was really just a matter of like, oh, you didn't check the box in two different places. So I found that to be just hell, and really a challenge when it came to the general intuitive nature of a software. Nowadays, when you try out a new software, I find that most softwares I can navigate without reading any information, without asking anybody, because most of these softwares are really intuitive. It's like there's a big plus sign that says, add a new thing or whatever. And Mindbody is not intuitive in that way. I would say that Mindbody hasn't really updated their interface probably since the early 2000s. And just recently they came out with a new upgraded customer interface, but they make it an option so you could still see the older version or that you could see the newer version. And I would say that I don't even see that much of a difference in the newer version with how it interfaces with the consumer like me who is paying to use the Mindbody service. So I would say that my biggest dislike about Mindbody is that it's not easy to use. I definitely needed lots of mentoring when I first got started with Mindbody. I definitely was on customer service a lot. And eventually I learned how to use the software and I became, more adept with it. But I would say that initially it took me a long time to learn the software. It was not easy to learn, and it required a lot of trial and error. It required, making lots of mistakes. Some of those mistakes actually cost us money. There was this one big mistake that we made where there was a box that was checked that sent an email to every single person who hadn't used their membership in X amount of time. All of those people got these emails saying that their membership wasn't being used, and most of them canceled. And that was a huge mistake. And so the fact that Mindbody has features like that can sometimes be startling because that lost us money. So while Mindbody does a lot of things, it will take time to learn how to actually do those things. And if you're in a pinch or you need to get started right away, or you don't have a big team, or you are not tech savvy, I would say that Mindbody is not the most intuitive system, and it will take a long learning curve in order to be good at it.